This spoiler. Spoiler alert, people. You're gonna get spoiled. You see that? Huh? Spoiled. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right here, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna spoil it.
We are.
We're giving it away.
Okay. So the cinematographer in me felt like the way that they went in this movie. You know, I don't know if you noticed it. I noticed it. He didn't, but whatever. It starts off by showing, you know, the turtles in the shadows, and they just show their weapons. And then you see them, but they're still kind of in the dark. And then slowly they start to show more and more. And then by the end of it, they're out bright in the open. And I thought that was very smart. To me, it gave anticipation.
There were also things that build to me as well. You know, like I was really focused on what pizza they were going to produce. You know? What pizza were they going to put over? And they put Pizza Hut over. Pizza Hut got the nod there, man.
They sure did. And crushed soda.
Crushed soda went hard. And they're very hip on game. They were very focused on everything, what's the word? Culturally acceptable, like Lost.
Yes. I like that they made it like it's just happening now. They didn't make it like, in a parallel world. Like, no, they made me believe that in New York City there are some Ninja Turtles. I want to give credit to that to maybe Michael Bay, because I feel like he's the kind of person that he likes movies to seem like it's happening in real life.
Oh yeah. There's no flashback with him. This is going down right then. And people need to lay off of Michael Bay too. Michael Bay didn't Michael Bay this movie up.
That whole scene of them going down the avalanche or down the hill, straight up awesome. It reminded me of, what was it, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, where they're on the side, I don't know if you saw the mountain, where they're on the...
Did not watch that.
There's a part, spoiler alert, there's a side where they're on the side of a mountain and they're on these, like, they're pole vaulting, whatever it's called, where you're on the strings, rock climbing, and they're fighting against ninjas on that. That's what that made me feel like. It was really cool, because, it's like, you can't, it's not just you're standing there and fighting, it's more like the elements happening around you and you still have to kick ass.
And now, the moment that I gotta tell you about this.
Yeah, tell me.
Because William Fichtner was in the movie, and everyone who knows me knows that I'm a huge Prison Break fan, and you know who's in Prison Break? William Fichtner! He was Mahone in Prison Break, and he did awesome in this movie.
He did. He just looks evil. And I remember,
does.
At the time watching the movie, I was like, I've seen this guy before, and I know he's just a douche. And I'm like, where? And I'm like, Prison Break.
Evil.
That's it,
Evil.
yeah.
He gets up there on the podium, and he's giving his speech, and he's a complete good guy as Eric Saxon. You just know the evil is oozing off of him, and everything he's saying is crooked, foul, and it's gonna go down, and it does, because it's William Fichtner from Prison Break, and everyone knows I like Prison Break. You know who else didn't do terrible? My boy who ate the mustard Parmesan cheese sandwich. What's his name? Who's that?
Will Arnett.
What, man, that dude. Whoo. That's rough business. That's poor.
That's
poor. That's poor. It's hard times, man. And Megan, you should have gave it up in there, man. You should have gave it to me.
I think she has dibs on Mikey.
Mikey, he was a pimp. Mikey was a pimp in there. He had soul, but they all had soul.
They all did. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the album. At least a single.
I like the part where they're trapped in the cages, and Donatello is like, to give them the adrenaline, and then when they get out the cage, it's like, wow, I feel so good right now. Let's go kick some butt, and then Raphael, who wasn't in the cage, he's just like, yeah, let's go kiss some butt. I'm like, come on, this is great. Like, all of them, I thought that was honey. Shredder, he was awesome. Kind of went with the big, huge suit, and then those knives when he was going like this, got his like Wolverine retractable and returnable knives going on.
I have to say, I mentioned earlier, people quit hating on Michael Bay, but I had a prejudice towards Michael Bay, especially when I seen Shredder in the commercials. He looked like a Transformer, and that was scaring me. I was like, man, I don't want this dude looking like a Transformer. But when I see him in the movie, the costume, the outfit, it's nice. It's a nice size. It's decent. You can compete with that, as the Turtles did at times. And the most remarkable thing for me was that we seen him without his mask first.
Yeah, true.
And I was like, whoa, they're just giving it to us. I think in the cartoon, we never seen that.
So when they do the movie, they did the motion capture where they wear the suits, I saw some behind the scenes pictures, and they have like little wristbands that say which turtle they are, just in case they forgot.
Hey.
But they actually got some really good actors to play. If you watch the TV show Smallville, the guy who played Aquaman, Alan Ritchson played Raphael, and then we have Noel Fisher. He was Michelangelo. He is from the cartoon series X-Men Evolution. He played Toad. Then we have Pete Pawlowski. He hasn't really been in a lot of things, and he just did the motion capture for Leonardo. The actual voice of Leonardo was Johnny Knoxville.
I
mean, I didn't notice it, and it didn't really bother me. If I would have known beforehand, I probably would have been like, what? But I didn't know beforehand, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Splitter taught them to be ninja teams. Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines. Raphael is cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
This is a spoiler to Ninja Turtles.